Hi, we're gonna have a little discussion because I just finished book 5 of A Song of Ice and Fire, Dance with Dragons. Yeah, so I have never watched Game of Thrones, the show. I was gonna start soon. Um, I wanted to say a few things. The reason I never started the show. I'm one of those people that likes to read the books first. So I read the books. I do want to watch the show. Um, I really enjoyed these books. They were good books. The problem was with the internet. I just I just couldn't avoid spoilers. So much was spoiled to me. In fact, I got shocked when I was reading the fifth book and there was stuff that I read that wasn't spoiled. So I wanted to talk about, and there could be some potential spoilers here about, like in Game of Thrones, you have your heroes, people you really, really like, and I'm only talking from the books because I've never watched the show, so you have your big heroes, you have Dany, you have Jon Snow if he's not dead. I know, again, spoilers. I know on the show they say he's not dead, and they never actually say he died in book 5, but you never know. So you have Dany, Jon Snow, Arya, who I absolutely love. I think she's great. Who else? I had a fourth one too that was really important. Jon Snow, Arya. Oh, Bran. Rickon, where the fuck he is. Um, yeah. So you have heroes. Oh, Tyrion. I had that. Oh my gosh, I can't believe I didn't think about Tyrion because he is an awesome Lannister. Jaime is also pretty cool too. At first he was a dick, but you grew to like him. So if I had to rate these fantasy series, I'd probably put Lord of the Rings as number one. And now that I finally finished these books, I have to restart and finish. Oh, it's going to be such a task. And Robert Jordan, The Wheel of Time. This isn't the first one. This is actually book 4. The first one is The Eye of the World. As you can see, look how thick this bad boy is. And there's I don't know, there's 12, there's more, they're in double digits, and they're all like 1,000 pages. Yeah, so, and the only, because my problem was, there were years between releases, I have to read them all back to back. That's the only way I can do it if I ever want to finish this, and I have to finish this. I would put this, and I put the Wheel of Time has a lot of problems. Honestly, I'd probably put A Song of Fire and Ice before Wheel of Time, but the thing is about Wheel of Time is that all the surprises and everything was not spoiled. They were not spoiled. So anytime something cool happened, it was so exciting. It was like, oh my god, this is amazing. Whereas in A Song of Ice and Fire, it would be like, oh, I already knew this was happening, because I could just scroll down Yahoo, not even meaning to look for spoilers, and Yahoo being a dick that they are, be like, oh, here's a picture of something, and I can immediately figure out that something's gonna happen to a character, all because of a fucking show. And even though I'm gonna watch the show, and I heard the show is really good, it would be really nice to me if George R.R. Martin kind of sticks it to the bros who don't read and just watch some shows, can't pick up a book, and maybe he's like, hey, my books are going this way, your show's going this way, which one's the real canon? And if he might be like, once all these books are done, if he lives, if he doesn't pull Robert Jordan and die before he finishes the damn series, he could be like, hey, once all the books are done, the true canon is the books. All you guys, all you bros who just been watching the show, pick up a book, if you want to know what the true story is. So it would be really please me if he actually did that. So I'm gonna restart the Wheel of Time. That's on my next gig. So I have all the books. I have them on my tablet to be more convenient because these I have most of them in paperback. Some of the newer ones I have in hardcover, but like the paperbacks, pages fall out. But they got that nice, a nice old book smell, or been in your possession for a while. So I'm gonna reread The Wheel of Time and finally finish it. There's so many characters that I love: Perrin, Matt, Rand before he became a dick, Lan. Oh man, at the end you knew Lan is just gonna be awesome. Oh my gosh, I fucking love it. I can't wait for the friggin' end of The Wheel of Time, because that was the thing about The Wheel of Time. It was just building up to this fucking great ending. Yeah, I mean, you could just tell that the ending was gonna be awesome. You're just like, but he would just. Jordan would just go on and on and on, and then you have these dumbass characters, and unlike Game of Thrones, he didn't kill as many of his characters, so he would just add more and more and more and more and more and more. And you'd be like, I don't care about this fucker. I don't care about these people. I want to get back to like Perrin. I want to get back to like Matt. I want to hear about Lan. Those are the people I freaking care about. Or Rand when he wasn't being like a little bitch. Um, so I'm excited. I'm gonna start these again. Hell, I might even start the Eye of the World, which is the first book of the Wheel of Time, tonight. I might hit it up tonight. But yeah, I just wanted to talk about how amazing these 5 books were, of A Song of Ice and Fire, and I'm looking forward to watching the show. And I'm really excited. Hopefully, George R. R. Martin can get the 6th book out, because I really want it to keep going. So like so much, like, okay, book 1 and A Song of Ice and Fire, great. Book 2, also great. Book 3 was amazing. That even might be my favorite book. Book 4 was the worst. Like, my brother even warned me. It's like, book 4 is a slog. It was a slog. I struggled through. Book 5 was really good though. So and book 5 is one of those things. It's like, oh man, I can't wait for the next one. So I'm gonna finally read or watch the show since I've read all the books. And I'm gonna start again on the Wheel of Time, but it's gonna be start to finish. This A Song of Ice and Fire took me. I mean, if I hadn't taken breaks, I think I could have busted it out in 6 months. It took me less than a year to do these 5 books. The Wheel of Time, though, it's probably gonna be over a year if I, go from beginning to end. I don't think there's a single book that is not 1,000 pages or damn near close to 1,000 pages. So, and the only way I can do it is back to back. Like, I could read the Wikipedia, because I ended on book. It was double digits, 10, 11, I can't remember. But it's up there. But like, I can't continue from where I left off. I can't remember. That was so many years ago. And I could like go to Wikipedia, read everything, but they don't have like the little details that you might need. So I have to reread this. I began The Wheel of Time. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit stuffed up. I'm kind of feeling it. I began The Wheel of Time like late 90s, early 2000s. So, and I got so far, I got to see this thing to the end. So, and that was a great thing. I can go on the internet. There's no spoilers for The Wheel of Time. The ending, even though Robert Jordan died, they got a good author to replace him. He left an outline of where he wanted this all to go. The ending's going to be amazing. So, The Wheel of Time, now I will head back towards that. If George R. R. Martin releases book number 6 while I'm reading The Wheel of Time, I probably will take a break and bust that out as fast as I can, because I can't linger on that. If I'm reading The Wheel of Time, I cannot have a big like 6-month gap between readings. I have to bust it out. If it takes like a friggin' month or 3 weeks, I'll have to bust it out. But The Wheel of Time, I'm gonna start again, and I'm excited about it. It was a good series. Well, the later books are like, but you knew it was leading up to something great. Like the first, I don't know if I can remember great. The first 3 books are amazing. The first 5 to 6 are still really good. After that, it starts to get a little bit sloppy. It starts to get to be like, why am I reading this? But I read it so far. I'm gonna reread this shit. It's gonna be great. The ending's gonna be worth it. I just know it. I'm not giving up on the Wheel of Time. And I just wanted to talk about these, the Lord of the Rings, and well, I mean, I don't have to talk about Tolkien and how the Lord of the Rings is the standard. This is more about the Wheel of Time and A Song of Ice and Fire, and how much I loved A Song of Ice and Fire. And the Wheel of Time is very different. I mean, it's not as like adult. You don't have swear. Well, they do have swears, but it's like they do like I think like Battlestar Galactica, like they create their own swears. That they're not dropping like the C bomb and the F bomb, and they're not like fucking each other. So yeah, so I thought it was really good. A Song of Ice and Fire. I mean, it was great, except book 4 was kind of eh. I'm gonna start watching the show soon. Not right away. Gonna reread the Wheel of Time, finish this quest, put this baby to bed, and yeah, I just wanted to share my thoughts on these books. Like I said, your heroes: Jon Snow, Arya, Tyrion, Dany. If Bran, Rickon, wherever he is, I hope he's all right. Because I don't watch the show. I'm bad with names. Sansa, yeah, I think that's how you pronounce it. She was hardly in book 5. She, in my opinion, is like the dumbass of the Starks. Like, all the other ones, I'm like, yeah, her. I'm like, it's a her chapter. Why can't she be a badass? Why can't she be cool? But hopefully in the other books, like, because she was hardly in the 5th book. I know she has like and I also understand the books in the show, like, because when I was talking to my brother about the 5th book and how something wasn't spoiled to me, he says like in the 5th book is where the paths really diverge. So between the show and the books. So for me, at least, I'm going to still be holding that the books are the true canon. The show will still be good, but I'm not going to be holding to the fact that the show is canon. Because I just won't. I mean, from my understanding, George R.R. Martin gave them an outline, and that the showrunners are just filling it in. I mean, if you had George Lucas doing that, you wouldn't count that as canon. So the books are the true canon. This is just like a nice little filler. I mean, obviously he gave him some plot points that will be canon. So, but yeah, I'm looking forward to watching the show finally, after years and years of me refusing to. But now all the books have been read. I enjoyed them. And back to the Wheel of Time. And a debt that a Lannister always pays his debts. Well, I have to pay my debt with the Wheel of Time. I have to finish these books. This started back when I was in my late teens, for Christ's sakes, and I'm 34. I had to finish these books. I put too much time into this. So, yeah, so can't wait to watch the show. Liked a lot of the books, like I said. If I had to say, like, Tyrion, Jon Snow, if he's still alive, I don't care what the show says. If the books say he's still alive, then he's still alive. If he's dead, he's dead. And Arya. Oh, I love Arya. She is great. She is awesome. So those are my big 3. Jon Snow. Oh, and Dany. You have to put Dany in there. So those are your 4. But the dragon has 3 heads. That's another thing. I was like, okay, I think I know who 2 of the heads are. And I also have an inkling about who the 3rd one is too. But let's not get too bad into spoilers. This is 15 minutes, so I gotta shut up. But finish the 5th book. Wheel of Time comes next. But if I had to rate them, Lord of the Rings #1, and I'd probably include The Hobbit in with that. And Wheel of Time #2, not because it's better than A Song of Ice and Fire, just because there were no spoilers. So anytime something amazing happened, it was like, oh my god. Whereas a lot of times with A Song of Ice and Fire, it was like, oh, I knew this was gonna happen because of Facebook posts or Yahoo being a dick. So yeah, so I'm looking forward to watching the show. Looking forward to rereading The Wheel of Time, and yeah, uh, those are my thoughts on these books. So I'd recommend these 3 series to anybody. The Wheel of Time, though, I gotta be honest, if you're gonna read it, it takes dedication. I mean, real effing dedication. So, but I'm gonna do it. All right, peace out.